Alright students, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to bring in your DXF document that you've sent to yourself in an email. So you've completed this work on Vectorworks or another CAD program and have already exported it out DXF. If you need to know how to do that, please reference the directions provided in your Google Groups account. Okay. Next, you're going to log into your email. Please do that. Then you're going to actually bring up that email that you sent to yourself. When you do that, you're going to click on download. That's going to prompt Firefox to open this menu option. When you bring this in, your file will show up right here. You're going to want to actually drag that file into either one of these folders. These folders above this downloads menu are specific for each hour of the day. So we have MS student projects, and this is 7th hour. Inside of that file, there are different folders for each quarter of the year. So please put yours in the respective folder. Okay. Again, your work should have your first and last name attached to it so we can keep easy file management. So please make sure that yours is achieving that. Alright, I've already downloaded my stuff. It's in my folder already, so I'm going to move this out of your way so we can move forward with what I need to do today. So this is my folder. I brought it up for you to see that I have some files in here. As we take a look at our different files, I have tag marks on them that say what type of file they are. So you can see the one that's highlighted in blue is a Vectorworks document. That is the type of document that you would open, work on in Vectorworks. You would save it on a daily basis, and you would have to reopen it with that program. If you have exported out or saved and then emailed to yourself a Vectorworks document or .vwx, it will not work for what we need to do. Please pause the video, go back, and re-export your items out as DXF. Okay, at the top here, what is highlighted now, it says it's a file folder, and you can see how I have titled it, Metal Box Plans for ms.dxf. If I open that up, there are other DXF files in here. Notice where it says type of file is DXF. I can do something with that, and we're going to do that right now. Okay, on the center of your screen, the highlighted item that you can see in the video is a folder, or excuse me, is a document that you're going to open. Okay, this is a Corel Draw document. Okay, if we open it, it asks you to go into File, and you're going to go Save As. That's going to prompt this window to come up. Back up here. You're going to need to save it as your name, the type of the project that you're working on, and you're going to put it in your respective folder on the desktop, depending on what hour of the day you're in. Okay. So if you want to see an example of that, I have it right here. These are some of my other stuff that I've worked on. Okay. So for now, I'm going to just close out of this. I already have it open. Okay. Next, we're going to bring up our. This is the one I've already worked on. I'm going to delete that out of there for you. That's our end goal right there. How do I get that far? Well, first thing I want to do is I have this workspace. This workspace is the exact template of the laser. It's 20 inches wide, 12 inches tall. Okay. So when you have yours saved, it'll say right up here at the top. This one says Von Wall Demo MS Students Metal Box. Okay, so make sure it says that before you go any farther. Next, what we're going to do is go File, Import. I'm going to go look for the file that I have saved. This one happens to be Metal Box Plans for Middle School, and this one's the edited version. I'm going to hit Import. That's going to prompt another menu option to come up. I want to make sure it says in English units, 1 inch equals 1 inch. Scaling is 1 to 1, and I'm going to hit OK. That's going to give me a layout corner that I can bring up to the upper left-hand corner. The laser is set up to operate out of this upper left-hand corner, so please get as close to that corner as possible. Click. That plops down my sheet metal box plan. Okay. Now, for your work, you have already been assigned to put your name into it. For my work, I've missed that option. If yours doesn't show up, you can click on the A over here, which is the text box. You can draw yourself a text box in there. Go up at the top, scale up your text to size, I'm gonna run size 48, okay? I'm gonna put my initials in here. You're gonna wanna put your full name, okay? Grab the arrow tool, click off on it. If I need to do any changing to that type, whether it be color, I'm gonna pull up the object properties, okay? I have that menu option open for you already. You can get to it by right-clicking and then going down to the bottom of this list, and it'll say object properties. I'm going to change that color to, let's go yellow. Okay. Now I have 3 different colors on the screen here. I have black as the outline, green as my interior foldable areas, and yellow for my name. I am all set to go. I can do the next step. The next step would be File. I want to do Print Preview, and I want to look. Is it going to fit on this 20-inch wide by 12-inch tall area? Yes, it does. If it doesn't, I'm going to need to go back into Corel and edit or fix my design. If I do not see any of the colors up here, I need to go back and fix that as well. And you can go back, click on a line, and change it right up here in the object properties. Okay? All right, since everything's working out good, I can go File, Print. That's going to prompt this window to pop up. This window is going to say Printer, Full Spectrum Engineering Driver. That's what we would like to have. We want to look at what this issue is. It says visible but not printable layers. That is okay. We can still run this job. Okay. Hit back to General. Take a look at it again. Everything should be set up for you. Shouldn't have to change anything else. I'm going to hit Print. That's going to pop up our direct print server for our laser. Okay, it's going to default bring it into what is called raster engrave. We want to click on vector cut. A vector is a line that can be edited, and it also can be assigned a toolpath and cut. Our raster is something where it would come out in engrave or do an etching of. We're not going to do an engrave just yet. That'll be in our keychain project. So we're going to hit vector cut. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to look at my colors. Off to the right hand side, you can see my mouse over here. I have only 2 colors assigned. We need to adjust this black V and W to match my green color. I do not want to cut this all the way through. So if I click on it, that's going to pull up a menu option. I'm going to assign that to a red color. Okay. I'm going to assign the W to a red color as well. Notice how that assigns another toolpath in my palette to the right. Okay. Now that I have that cut, I want to make sure that the line set up to do a cut. I want to make sure I'm in vector mode. I'm going to come over here, speed. I'm going to slow down that VW cut considerably. I'm going to go down to about 50, not 500, 50. I'm going to back the power off on it down to about, I'm going to set it up for 5 to begin with. There will be to the right of this computer a list of print options for paper, for plastic, for wood. We will be referencing that for dialing in our laser in the near short future whenever you get your project up here. So these settings might not work for you. These are just demonstration purposes on how to change the power setting and speed setting. My green lines, again, I want to back those off too. I'm going to change that down to 50. And then I'm going to back that power setting off even less. I'm going to go 2. So I do not want to cut all the way through. I just want to score the paper so I can bend it at that point. And my black layer, I'm going to back that off as well. We're going to back that down to 50. And then I'm going to give that a little bit more power. I'm going to go 8 because I would like to cut that all the way through. Those parts will need to be separated from the main piece of paper that I will have. Okay. Once you get all of this set up, you check over your drawing again, make sure that all of your lines are changed to the colors that need to be. What you need to do next is simply come up here to the top after your laser has been referenced to its home position and a piece of paper or material substrate has been put into the laser. Once you have that all set up, then you can start your job. Please check with your instructor prior to hitting the green button or the play menu. Okay? Alright guys, get it this far. Happy drawing. We'll have some happy cutting in the next video.